Okay, so I decided that I'm gonna do, well, instead, it's just good to do this instead of the per year. I'm gonna do per month of hauls, starting with this month. Now, this is all these you've seen before, but this is all the books I've gotten this month, including these. So starting with this Venom, it's the most recent stuff I've gotten. Actually, just like two days ago, basically. But this Venom, this is a preview, Marvel Free previews. I don't know why I'm emphasizing the Venom. I wish I was caught up on that series. All I really have to do is just buy the trades. But yeah, this is just a previews. Tells you. I don't know why I'm emphasizing that because I'm assuming that. Well, sometimes I'm new subscribers. I never know. You never know. I am still so surprised with this one. 520 pages and it's $150. Just because I guess it's all the stuff from 19. I don't get that. And what's funny is that it's like it's not like it's everything from all the Fantastic Fours from 1961. No, it's just random ass, crappy ass books. Because the only one you get is the first Fantastic Four, and you get a lot of other books that I would never read. At least I feel like I wouldn't. I'm never gonna read Patsy and Heidi or Rawhide Kid, and you have to get it for 150. And of course, you could get. Of course, Amazon's gonna have it at a lesser price, but not at first. Then the floppies. It's what they call these. It's what they call floppies. So for future reference, I'm gonna call these floppies. Because calling them single comics kind of sounds stupid. But floppies doesn't sound too great either. So book 3 and 4 of Harley Quinn. I think I told a story of how I couldn't find how they didn't have book 3. No, they didn't have it. They obviously had it, but how it was. They looked up on their computers and it wasn't up on their computers, and I found it. It was tucked behind other books. They didn't have it. They should have it like this. Like, okay, this is book 3 and this is book 4. I have it in order. So I went. If anything, went 1, 2, 3, 4, and I found them right away. But the fourth one was the most recent one, so they had it in their new this week and new last week. I think it was last week. I don't know exactly, but at least that one makes sense. But I'm glad I saw book 3. Issue 1 of Batman Black and White, along with issue 2. Something is Killing the Children 13 and 14. I've really got to get into this series, especially after I wasn't a huge fan of the Detective Comics Rebirth run. I did like the first issue. Maestro number 5. Maestro War and Pax number 1. I don't know why I'm taking so long to read Something is Killing the Children. I think for me it's just like I get this like whatever you call it when a new book is coming out, I'm like, oh, until I get that one I don't want to read any of the others, because I think that I'll read at the time I had 12 issues of Something That's Killing the Children, like what, a week, which that could happen. A week, I'll give myself that, but I wouldn't know until Wednesday, so it wouldn't really be a week. But at least when I didn't know when I'd be getting back to Newberry, I stayed off of those ones, so to speak. The one I was super excited for and the most happy to have, King Size Conan, number 1. It's a one shot, which is good. It doesn't say it's a one shot though. And it's celebrating 50 years of Conan at Marvel. Even though for some of those years they were at Dark Horse, so technically he wasn't at, because they had like I'm sure there's a whole like story behind it, but it went from Marvel to Dark Horse, back to Marvel. I think it was in English it's Dark Horse. I had it before, but like with that Aliens series in Star Wars, because it's not technically owned by Marvel. Like something like Doctor Doom will always be number 10. Will always be Marvel, and of course the others from Marvel. Captain America 117. Now for this next one, Captain America 354. By the way, these are facsimiles. They're not the original. I wish they were. They're not the original issues. The facsimiles, they reprint all the ads, which I find which I think is a good little thing to do. And it looks like the actual cover. Like for the True Believers ones, which I have none of them. They have a little True Believer. I didn't get any this week. they have a little True Believers tag right here. Apparently, there's a variant that doesn't. 'Cause I've seen some listings on eBay, and I know that people on eBay aren't that stupid. I think I've seen the Marvel, like this is a reprint type thing with the price tag, like how this shows that it's $3.99. So yeah, this is the first appearance of the Falcon, and then this one is the first appearance of U.S. Agent. Now for this one, Mark Grunwald writes this. He was on Captain America for way too long. I don't really like his run. I read one of his issues, and it was super hard to get through. I should have looked it up before I bought it. And maybe I'll just read that one. I like it. I'll give his run a second chance. Department of Truth second printing, number 1. I feel like I should have waited till the $10 trade came out, because if I get one more, that's 2 issues worth, and that's like 2 issues. 2 issues are like $8, and then maybe if I get the third one for $2, even then, and half off. Even then, that's the price of the trade. So I'll probably just read that one issue before I get the trade, and if I like it, I'll get the trade. It's $10 the trade though. Firepower 7 and Firepower 8. That's all the ones I have. Spoilers: there's a Firepower book coming up. Hellblazer: Rise and Fall number 3, and the one I'm super pissed off about because I was such an idiot. The book I already had. I hate when because I didn't think we were already at issue 7. That's the most recent one. I thought we were at issue 6 at best. So I saw issue 6 and I was like, okay, newest one. And what's really stupid is that this is the same cover that I had before. It's not like a variant cover. At least that makes sense. But yeah, I'm definitely giving this back. I already have the receipt in it. I should put it on the front page. Oh, where is it? The hell is it? I don't know. It's somewhere in here. Oh no, I see it. It's on the. I took it out of it. I was thinking ahead of myself, apparently. Now on to the trades. Conan, Volume 2, Epic Collection. The Heart of Yagkosha. I think I really will like Conan. I gotta get into it because I just bought another Conan book because I want to have all of Kurt Busiek's run on Conan at once because the omnibus has it, but the omnibus is missing some issues that are in here and in the third trade of the third Epic Collection. The third Epic Collection is the only Epic Collection of this run, this Kurt Busiek 2000s run, that's not in print. All the others are, and the newer ones too, which is weird. And the older ones were there too. And this isn't the second printing, I don't believe. I found that to be really funny. Yeah, so that third one I have on the Kindle, along with the other books I got. I don't know if I'll ever do a Kindle, all the books I have on the Kindle overview. I thought they just said Matt Watson, some super mega, the Let's Play channel. I made that joke before. I feel like I saw that before, and I thought the same thing before. But this is the second volume of Firepower, collecting the first 6 issues of the ongoing series. The first volume of Firepower just collected that original graphic novel. Oh, sorry, I should do this too. So I guess that one. This is 20 to 39 of Conan. Now this one, I found it to be really aggravating. So, book 3 is the Sinestro Corps War of Green Lantern. Not only are there tie-ins not included in here, which is fine because, it's not exactly. It's not. It's like the one from Blue Beetle. I don't know if any of them were for the Green Lantern series, but this collects 18 through 25 of Green Lantern. Green Lantern Corps 14 through 18. The special of Sinestro Corps. Tales of Sinestro Corps, Superman Prime #1, and Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Secret Files #1. Now, I mentioned before how 18 through 20 is included in the second book of this same, series, I guess you'd call it. Which I found really stupid, because they don't have that 19th issue, the one issue of, was the epilogue of this series. And it's not included in the second book either. It's not the second book. It's not included in the 4th book either of this series. Okay, this is all of the first omnibus from Green Lantern. So all I gotta get is the second one, and the third one. I guess technically Blackest Night. and I'll have Brightest Day too, and I'll have all of Jeff Johns run. But I'm probably just gonna get. I'm probably just gonna get the second and third one all in one. That's probably gonna be Birthday and the other one I want, because I don't want to just get. I don't want to get just Green Lantern. You know. This Man of Steel hardcover. I still cannot believe that's $50. You know, it's not just Marvel that overprices. At least this makes sense. It's a pretty thick book. To be honest, it'd probably be $30 if it was softcover. And this collects a whole bunch of them. The Man of Steel 6-issue miniseries, the first 4 issues of the 80s Superman ongoing series from the post-crisis stuff. It's all post-crisis. Action Comics 584 to 587. Adventures of Superman 424 to 428, and then the Who's Who update 87, 1, and 3 and 4. Not just 1 through 4. Why don't have this second issue? It's kind of stupid. It doesn't matter that, oh, it's not technically, it's not, John Byrne didn't write it. Actually, this isn't one's by, they're not all by friggin' John Byrne. I couldn't think of the name, for whatever reason, even though it was right there. And the rest of these are all omnibuses. This is the Planetary Omnibus, collecting 1 through 27 of Planetary, the Planetary Batman crossover, the JLA crossover with Planetary, and then the Authority Omnibus with Planetary, the issue 1. They're all one-shots. There's the Absolute of this. It's actually already out, I believe. Yeah, it was the 9th. I think that's it. It makes sense because... Yep, just came out today. The Absolute. It's $150. Oversized. It's basically, I think it's actually taller than this, and that's already big enough. Too big. It's already kind of too borderline too big enough for me too. Because let's compare it with the with this Man of Steel this Man of Steel omnibus. With this Man of Steel's hardcover, it's like that. But what was I saying? Oh, the Absolute has like 2 issues that it's not included in the Planetary one, but both of them are, one's Gen X, it's a random issue of Gen X, and the other one, which is like whatever. Doom Patrol Omnibus by Grant Morrison. I really liked. I read it a while ago, but I really liked the first volume of this series. Oh yeah. Oh, I started to do that for Planetary. But here's and Superman. I'm already failing, guys. This is how it looks like when you don't edit your videos. I don't know how to do it from the iPad. I probably just would download the files, but so this is how it looks like under the dust jacket for Planetary. Planetary one. I mean, while it is technically a picture, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool that it's the map of, I guess, how the planet and Planetary looks or whatever. Although it's not really a map. No, it's not a map. I don't know why I thought it was a map. It's a guide, I guess. That's what the guide looks like in the series. That's what it says. Imagine seeing that, like, what, they didn't come with a dust jacket and thought it was a guide to, like, the series. Like, they have, like, they have that for, like, Batman, I think. They have, like, or like, a video game guide. I don't know why I had to do it specifically. I made it specific for comics. And that's a Superman one. That one's pretty cool. I like when they have, like, a picture. The one I like the best is, like, when it's a, no, I just, why it's that, when it's a, like it's the thing is, like why can't I say words? When it's, like, the whole entire thing is, like, you know, you open it up and the whole entire thing is one picture, like, the whole entire book, front and back. I don't know what they call that. But yeah, that. I can't words today, apparently. Alright, so this is how this looks on the dust jacket. I don't know why I'm doing what it collects. That just takes way too much time. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm not gonna open up. My voice cracked. This is 19 to 63 and the Doom Patrol special. See, that one was fine because that one I've memorized all the issues that are in this one. And this is all of the Invisibles series. So everything from Invisibles, I think, like, everything Invisibles. I think it was all by Grant Morrison. I don't know if there was a second series, like with Doom Patrol, or, well, Doom Patrol wasn't by Grant Morrison. Originally it was, well, because they made their first appearance way back in the Silver Age. Then they had a Bronze Age, and then Grant Morrison came on like the 19th issue. Introduction by Gerard Way, which I've mentioned before. He's a fanboy of. I swear to God, he has a man crush on Grant Morrison. I think I should. I think I should. I think I will link the. That's the whole reason why I say that is because first of all, he likes that pretty bad Grant Morrison book, and he gushes over it. Although I did like the first issue of that series, that Nameless series. And he says he's like inspired by Grant Morrison. You can see it in his books. But it's like it's like almost like when you see it in the books, it's almost like he's you can tell he's kind of like he's trying to be something he's not. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep going on this. So it's Invisibles 1 through 25, Absolute Vertigo, and Invisibles Volume 2. I don't know why they're because it was the Volume 2 series. 1 through 22. And Winter's Edge, Vertigo, Vertigo Winter's Edge #1, and then Invisibles Volume 3, 12 to 1. And yes, it did go from issue 12 to issue 1, which I find really weird. They did that. And the other thing I don't like about this omnibus, the only thing I don't like about this omnibus, is that, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like the paper is waterlogged, it's water damaged. And of course it fell. Where you see it, really. But that's fine. That's everything. It was mainly, I wanted to focus on omnibuses, because I had a lot of money at one point in time, and I don't anymore, because obviously I spent it on the omnibuses. I'm really glad that I found that Planetary omnibus for $47. I would say get the omnibus. If you have enough money to afford the Absolute, get the Absolute, because it has everything. It has more than the omnibus has. But the omnibus is just a great price, you know? Especially for a book that I've only read one issue of. Like, you never know what could happen at the end, you know? You never know if it's one of those series that gets bad as it goes along. Voice cracked again. So, yeah, exactly. And I have been watching that Doom Patrol show. It's really good so far. And I know I don't have any library halls to show, unfortunately. I hope I can go later today, but I don't think I can. I think I have to. I'm gonna have to get my books returned, because if they can't, no matter what, they can't get the books out to me, even though they know that, because like I said this before, because of COVID, they have to put their books in quarantine for 4 days. So it's on your account for 4 days, then it's taken off your account because it's in stock, you know, back in the library. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be able to go today. Yeah, that's it. Definitely this haul. So I'll go through the ones I'm most excited to read. The one I'm most excited to read. I mean, all of them I am. Like Doctor Doom series, I'm really liking. The Hellblazer series, I want to get into. It's 2 Hellblazer series, so I'm glad I have. So I can. I mean, one's 3 issues, and the other is 12 issues. So that's like 13, 14, 15 days of Conan, or yeah, 15 days of Conan, 15 days of Hellblazer. I had Conan on. So obviously the one I was most excited for is King Size Conan, because it has stories from. Is it shown all right here? It's not. Shown all right here. Yep. Oh, that's cool. It makes it look like it's like a book. So it shows like all the creators right here. That's what they would do if this was a book, but it's like it wasn't like a floppy. It was an actual book. So it's stories from, I should have done this before. Like Roy Thomas, Kurt Busiek, Chris Claremont, Kevin Eastman. Wow. Stephen S. D. Knight, like all these people. Of course, artists like Steve McNiven and Pete Woods, which Steve McNiven is a really good artist. Roberto de Tore, Mirage Wilkerson, and Jesus. It's Niraji. This is the. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's one of those weird names. And the collected editions. I'm sorry, my sister is working from home. She's gotta, she got I really can't pick actually. I'm really happy to have that Conan book, because with that third epic collection, I have all of Kirby's Eggs Run, and of course they didn't collect it in the epic collection, but there's I just noticed this. There's a little thing right here. Wow, I hate when that happens. Anyways, there's a 4-issue miniseries that's not collected in any of the epics. And it's by Kurt Busiek. I had to get that today. That's the one I got today. But it was $9 to get it digitally, or $22 to get it, and I had to wait till Friday to get it. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get it digitally. Of course, I'm not gonna read it by Friday, obviously. Although I might. All right. So yeah, I can only pick of these. The ones and then of course the omnibus is the one I'm like most happy to get. I was most happy to get because Firepower is happy to get the actual series that I was reading, because I thought that Firepower, the volume 1 was the one that collected the first 6 issues. I didn't know there was an original graphic novel. The first issue was the one I had read of the ongoing series, I believe. But then you had the Green Lantern one. I now have everything that's collected in the omnibus. The Superman Man of Steel one I wanted for a very, very long time. It was $30. It was like it was almost half off. Planetary Omnibus, I really like that series. Doom Patrol, same thing there. And I wanted more of Animal Man. And Doom Patrol he wrote it at the same time as Grant Morrison was writing Animal Man. So it's gonna feel like that, like same kind of writing style. And Invisibles was one they didn't have at the library. They didn't have the deluxe edition. They didn't have the omnibus. I don't think they even have the soft cover. They didn't have anything from Invisibles at my local library, just listed for interlibrary loans. Even though it shows it as being available on there, but it must be like a library that went out of business, or they just aren't accepting it because of COVID regulations and whatnot. But yeah, that one I was happy to get because I wanted to read it. So yeah, of course, like all of these I'm happy to get too. I wouldn't have gotten them if not. Well, the only one I'm not happy to get is this. Only because I had it before. So I'm an idiot. But yeah, that's all the books I got in January. It's not really I don't know if I started to say this and didn't really. I don't think I mentioned this, but this isn't. I don't usually get as many of these guys per month, like especially omnibuses. Actually, I never really get omnibuses with my money anyways. I never really have that much money to spend on omnibuses. And it's usually all spent on these guys. So it's usually just a bunch of these. It's what you'd probably see for a January haul. And maybe 2 like softcover collected editions. But yeah, that's it. Maybe later today I'll get to go to the library, but I doubt it. I'd probably just need to return the books. I don't know. Like, I kind of hate to do that, I'm gonna check if I have any emails. I'm waiting for the librarian to email me back. I have her email now. It's mainly just so she can tell me, oh, these books aren't available, and that's pretty much it, actually. But yeah, I emailed her yesterday. I was like, oh, I need that. I'm wondering if, like, one of my books aren't in, yada, yada, yada. And she said, yeah, because you can't have more than 40. Because I have 24 out right now, but I finished 14 of them. So, there's that. But yeah, they're not allowed more than 40, even with the COVID regulations. That's why I wish That's why I wish they weren't. I wish COVID wasn't like a huge thing, so I could just go there. They can immediately check out the books and then check in the books I brought to them, and check out the 19 ones that are out there. It's definitely all the Spider-Man ones I solicited. Definitely, maybe even the movies. I don't know. It's just a bunch of them. I'm thinking like, yep, it's that one. I've wanted to read these. I wonder if it's Conan, because they said Conan wasn't available, but they said that things aren't available before, and they were. I also wonder if there are any repeats, because that's happened also, too. Yeah, that's it. I keep saying that.